Hello, sports friend. This is Stephen here with Sports Choice Plus, bringing you a very special breakdown. I'm going to be covering 2001 Shaq versus current Nikola Jokić. Before I get right into that, I want to make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel so you can get all the updates and all the breakdowns. Without further ado, let's get right into it. It came up when Shaq talked about, after watching the Denver Nuggets advance, essentially what would his stat line be against Nikola Jokić if they played and met in prime Shaq 2000, 2002 Shaq versus current Jokić. Shaq said he would give him 40. He would give him 40 and he would be in foul trouble. He said that, Nikola Jokić would essentially bring him out a little bit, pick and pop and do certain things and shoot threes, but he would dominate Nikola Jokić. Essentially, certain people have echoed the same sentiment. When you think about Kenyon Martin, when you think about Dikembe Mutombo, when you think about certain players from his era that could not stop Shaq, when you think about Hacker Shaq, when you think about just the overall plan for an NBA team to foul Shaq a certain amount of time so he couldn't score a certain amount of points, being able to slow the game down and not essentially let Shaq get his steam ahead, and it's just like, how can Jokić power that? Jokić probably wouldn't guard him straight up because nobody really guarded Shaq straight up in his youth, in his prime. But when you think about it, when 2001 rolled around, he was a veteran. He knew the game of basketball. He had been through his ups and downs versus Hakeem Olajuwon. He had lost in the finals already, and he was already at a point where he was dominating. 2001, 2002, 2003. It was just an elite stretch of basketball where no one could stop him. He stopped himself, essentially. So from the standpoint, I do believe Shaq would have dominated Nikola Jokić. Jokić is a finesse guy, so I wouldn't think that, he's going to tomahawk dunk on Shaq and do all these other things. I think that Nikola would give him a fight. He would put up a fight and try to offensively tire him out. But from the standpoint of just Jokić in his game, that's not his game. He's more of a finesse guy. He's holding the ball up. He's getting guys involved with the assists. He's getting rebounds. He's giving English off the left or the right hand. He's back against the basket center where he can turn, he can shoot above you, or he can go past you. He's a number of things. But when you're dealing with Shaq on the offensive side, Shaq was going to get your bigs in foul trouble. He was going to get whatever 5, whatever 4, and whatever 3 attempted to double down on him in foul trouble very quickly. There was times where Dikembe Mutombo couldn't do anything. Karl Malone couldn't do anything. Just think of all the Tim Duncan couldn't do anything. Kevin Garnett couldn't do anything, and they were doubling and tripling him. So when Shaq got the ball in a certain position in the post, all you had to do was foul him because essentially, and the ref still didn't call foul regularly. Because you got to think about this, Shaq was so much bigger than everybody else and stronger than everybody else, the refs didn't call every single foul call. So you got to think, Shaq was breaking backboards. Shaq was bringing down post. He was bringing down whole goal frames. He was breaking, shattering glass. He was doing a number of things that was very disruptive. Jokić never did that. So you got to think from a standpoint, I think Jokić is great. But from a standpoint, if they played head-to-head and the Lakers had to play the Nuggets, it'd be a long night. It'd definitely be a long night. I don't see DeAndre Jordan being able to slow him down. I don't see anybody, Aaron Gordon, Michael Porter Jr., I don't see anybody currently being able to slow down Shaq in his prime. Because you got to think about this. He's getting the ball on the post. He's, boom, drop stepping, and he's, boom, dunking it. There's nothing you can do about that. You can foul him, and you got to think, Hacker Shaq was created for one person, Shaq. It was created so he didn't score points. So you would either foul out or have a whole bunch of guys in foul trouble. So, I don't know. Are you Jokić fans? Are you Shaq fans? Get in the comment section below. What do you think would happen? Who do you think would win? And what would the series count be when the 7-game series? Definitely check out Sports Choice Plus for your breakdowns and other updates, and I'll see you in the very next video.